Welcome to What's It Worth? Every week, Jerome and his panel will appraise different antiques that were brought in by you, the viewer. What's It Worth is brought to you by...
Take a bite out of life. Yeah, it's a barrel of fun.
Somebody brought in this gorgeous collection of ivy bowls. These were designed specially for ivy, and you could stick it in there and it would drape over the top. This first one here is amethyst glass with white glass balls around the top, and the second one is a forest green glass with a white milk glass base, and the last one here is Cambridge. They call it a figural ivy bowl. This is in the trade known as the Cambridge nude stemware. So it's got a lady's figure holding a cobalt ball for the ivy vase. So these are all real pretty. You see a lot of different ivy bowls out there, and this is a nice small collection. This amethyst one we figure is worth somewhere around $40 to $45. The forest green with the white milk glass base runs about $80 to $90. And the Cambridge nude stem ivy bowl with the cobalt top would run somewhere around $120. So a real interesting little collection of ivy bowls, and a real fun thing to collect. So a lot of people don't realize what these were made for, but that's what they're made for, was displaying ivy.
We've got the look you want. Anything you want, you can find at your furniture center. Any look that comes to mind. We've got the look for any room in your home. We've got the look, a style to call your own. At Minnesota Warehouse Furniture, we've got the look you want.
Thanks for standing in and holding this big map, Steve. You brought this gorgeous old 1892 map in. Do you love maps? Is that why you collect it, or?
I'm a geography teacher at the middle school in Detroit Lakes.
Okay.
And I got some interest in maps.
Yeah, it's be interesting studying this map. Like I said, it's from Detroit, Minnesota. Detroit that's the original name of Detroit Lakes. In the 1920s, they added the word lakes to it. So before that, it was Detroit. So this map dates from 1892. It shows a lot of its age. It's got some water staining and some foxing, and it's turning a darker yellowish brown. We also talked about how to preserve this map. And I think we talked about archival paper and getting it separated from the plexiglass, and maybe redoing the framework so that the whole thing is enclosed. This originally, it looks like it was part of maybe a schoolhouse map. It's got this wood frame on the top and bottom so that it could be rolled up. The value, we think, to a map collector is probably only about $50 or so, but because it's from Detroit, Minnesota, and dating from 1892, it has a lot of regional value and could reach probably up to maybe around $200 if the right person is looking for one of these from Detroit, Minnesota. But doing that preservation work is going to keep this around for a lot longer. So I think it's wise to invest in doing that. So, and then you'll have a map that will increase in value as we go.
Well, welcome to the Master Gardener's Rambling Rose program, and I'm Winnie Gillespie, and We're going to talk a little bit about lilies today. And we stopped by here. This is an Asiatic lily. And as you can see, they multiplied really nice. And I started with 3 bulbs, and I now have this nice little patch of red lilies here in just about 3-4 years. And this is an Asiatic lily, and it usually has a flower that comes and faces upward. There are Oriental lilies, and I'll just show you this one for an example. They have a wider leaf than the Asiatic, and their buds usually stand out to the side rather than upward like the Asiatic. So we're going to go over to the Oriental lilies now, and I'll show you some different types of Orientals. But I wanted you to know that these come in many colors. They're fun to grow, they're easy to grow, they're hardy. You can cut them and they can handle it. The Orientals are another story. So we'll go over there and take a look at them. Okay, now we're in the Oriental lilies, and this is the Stargazer. There's others that are close to that are called different names, but this one is the Stargazer. It's 2 years old. It doesn't have any side shoots. Like I said, they don't very often do a lot of side shoots. But they're a beautiful flower. They're pretty happy flowers. But one thing about Oriental lilies is if you cut them off for a display or something, don't cut them the next year. It's too hard on the bulb. And it's a good thing to know. This is another Oriental. This one here is an Oriental. And you notice the wider leaves on that one. And this is an Oriental trumpet. You see it's shaped this way. And it's in the trumpet form. This is also a trumpet. This one here is about 8 inches across. And that's another trumpet over there. These here are almost done. I hate to show them to you, but this is a double and it's drying up now. And this is an Oriental also. And this one over here is an easier one to look at. It's a double. It's also Oriental. So they're a pretty happy flower. Right over here is another color of Oriental, and it's getting towards the end. This is only 1 year old. So these are 2 years old, and there's already 2 shoots on them. So they are a fun plant to grow. Just take a little more care. Here's another one that has a different slender petal to it. So there's all kinds of Orientals, and they're such a joy to grow. Just take a little more care, a little slower to multiply, but look at the gorgeous results you get. So happy lily growing.